Hey, Whiskey Fancies, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kara.
Kara.
Today we have...
I didn't have to say what do we have.
We have Balcones Cask Strength Rye.
Okay, there's so much that I have to
Disclaimer?
get out
Okay.
because of
Let
my
me know when you're
disdain for
Nope.
some stuff in a certain state. They get funky.
On. Okay, however, I just
However,
want to remind you
yeah,
that this is the this is going to be the 4th Texas whiskey that you've been willing to try lately.
yes, but that's only because it was recommended by
Someone that you know,
someone that I know.
whose palate you trust.
Yes, because I have tried the regular expression Balcones and it was straight up, what was that, pencil shavings?
Cedar pencils.
It was grass, like
I think it was number 2 pencil.
It was like you were playing soccer or baseball, tripped, fell, put your face in the grass and took a big old chunk of it. That's what it tasted like, and it was
hard to get through.
I don't understand. I know people have different palates, but it was definitely not my palate.
It was.
I want to meet someone that is their palate.
There's actually a lot of people that like.
I want to ask them: are you one of those ones that think cilantro tastes like soap? Like, is that who that's for? I don't know. What? You're looking at me like I'm.
That is a
Martian.
very,
I know,
very,
weird.
very fragrant nose. You don't have to go very far to get it.
No. Oh.
Do you want me to tell you what I get?
Tell me.
Dark chocolate espresso beans.
Totally there. Okay, this right here. Now, I've seen these at Total Wine, and because it's Balcones, I kind of just keep walking. I've seen this particular pick for like a rye barrel strength, but it usually says European oak.
Oh yeah, this one's.
This is American. Now, I haven't had those particular ones, but from my experience, usually like in a single malt with a Scotch, a European oak, and isn't it a little bit more bitter?
If
I think it's a little
my
bit more
memory
bitter,
serves me correctly,
right?
which most of the time it doesn't, I think you're correct.
So would cedar wood and grass with the European oak bitterness cancel everything out? And be like,
Let's hoping.
I'm drinkable.
Let's hope.
Well, this is American oak, so this nose right here
Do you
is.
like? I love coffee.
This smells like a cup of coffee.
It smells so good.
Oh my god, this is like we should put bourbon in coffee. Why don't we ever do that?
Cause I don't like alcohol in my coffee.
Oh,
I think it ruins both things.
really?
Yeah, I think it's the
That's sad.
temperature.
I'm willing to try it, but not with a good.
I'm not a
whiskey.
fan of whiskey at I like my coffee hot, and I don't like whiskey hot. Does that make sense? I think,
yeah, I didn't think about that. That's
right. So I
disgusting.
think it's a really bad idea. Maybe iced coffee. Maybe iced coffee.
This does smell like a cup of coffee.
Oh no, you could put it as in a ice blended or a frappuccino.
This what that smells like right here.
Hey, have you guys ever put whiskey in a frappuccino? Like, should we try this?
We should after we're done.
Wow, that's a
tasting this.
great fancy
Wait.
snack.
If this goes well, we should try it. If it doesn't go well, that's gonna be ruined. I can't think of iced coffee the same way. Cause this smells like I'm having like one of those fancy frou-frou Starbucks cold drinks. What? What did I just put in my mouth? That's not bourbon.
That's whiskey.
That's
rye.
it's like really dark cocoa.
There's coffee.
Like the really, really, really dark ones of a chocolate bar.
Yes. Oh, it basically tastes like
the ones that are like
Baker's,
90%, you
or
know?
almost baker's chocolate. Like there's no sugar in it.
That's the bitter part, but it's not a bad bitter. And then I'm got like coffee grinds in my mouth. You know when you drink a cup of coffee and then you got coffee grinds in your mouth? Like,
I've had that before. It's gross.
yeah.
This is good.
Yeah. Oh my.
This is so intense.
What?
It's so intense.
Look at how dark that is. You can't even see through the damn thing.
That's dark.
I can't even see my hand. Jeez. It's dark like my soul.
But it's got a beautiful sweetness on the front of it that plays with that bitter chocolate espresso note.
I'm confused.
I'm
confused.
Almost like, give me a second.
Give you all the seconds.
What's that sweetness?
I don't know. But
Caramelized sugar?
it could be. I'd have to go back for more.
It's not quite caramel, but it's burnt sugar. Go ahead.
I'm smelling a coffee drink.
Oh, for sure.
I'm still flabbergasted by that. This is just...
I almost got tea on the end just now, too. Black tea. That's
Nope.
weird. I like the palate. It's pretty great.
What?
It feels like... It tastes so much like coffee that I feel like I'm getting caffeinated. That's how boom coffee it is.
You should drink this in the morning.
Breakfast whiskey.
There you go.
Hey, I like this.
This is
We're
a
coming
good
up with
pancakes.
all of the greatest ideas when we drink barrel strength. Have you noticed?
I think we just have great ideas just drinking.
Do you guys have
Yeah.
similar experiences? I bet you do.
Now, if we were sober, they might not be the best ideas.
Who's to say?
The key is to keep drinking to make them great ideas still.
Agreed. Wow,
This
this
is-
got a kick to it. Hold on. Okay, so it tastes like coffee. It tastes like espresso beans. It tastes like a burnt sugar right in the front. Do you get rye? Do you get any rye? What kind
It
of
says
rye
it.
do they use?
And big.
Okay,
Gold.
so there's a lot of
For design.
varietals of all of these things that we take for granted. There's many varieties of corn, wheat, barley, rye. What rye do they use? It is fascinating.
I don't know.
Typically, I get herbal notes from rye, or maybe clove, or some baking spices like cinnamon and stuff like this.
This is not.
I don't normally get chocolate from rye.
No, I don't at all. And this is just...
I don't know the mash bill, and I know they also love to play with different varietals of corn in Texas. I know Balcones has a lot of different corn whiskeys, and they like to play with different varietals of corn, and so do the folks at Iron Root. Did you know that?
I don't know. What is the ABV on this? Oh,
Pretty
wow. 63.7.
Doesn't... It's like, it's intense, but because coffee is so bitter and intense, you I kind of lose that. That's also alcohol.
The only time that I actually get the heat is that I do get a little hug after a couple sips. The heat.
Should I just keep drinking?
That's about it. I don't get it so much on the palate. I'm confused, but in a good way. This is
So, this is one of the things I love about Texas, is this is aged at least 30 months. Little over 2 years.
Look how dark that is.
Oh, Texas weather, man, that must be brutal.
If that looks like that, what does the barrel look like?
What does it smell like?
It's probably gotta look like it's a 16-year-old regular barrel, right?
Oh, I guess.
It's gotta be.
They're very cool. They're on the Texas Whiskey Trail. It also has that they're also never chill filtered and never colored. So this dark color that we keep on referring to is natural. So that's cool. They are the first. Did you know that they were the first distillery in Texas to get a product to market?
We found that out because we went to the distillery.
This is true.
Yeah.
They beat a couple other ones to the punch.
Oh. Yep. I do have to say, this is the second bottle that I am willing to drink and grab a bottle for from their distillery.
The first one
That's
she's
two.
willing to try is
French
Oak. That's a really great one.
That's a good
So
one.
let's add this to the list. A unique Texas rye, cask strength, but it has to be this beautiful
see-
store pick in American oak.
I willingly tried it and got it at the recommendation because of who picked it and suggested it. Otherwise, I would have walked away, left it on the shelf, and said, "Oh, that was a nice conversation. Still don't like it. Goodbye."
I'm so glad you picked it up.
Me too.
It's so different.
That's where you have to trust somebody's palate.
Find people that you start to match up
Yep.
your palate to gravitate to, do sample swaps, see if your guys' palates align, and then you can find some great things. Otherwise, you might miss out, like you said.
Yeah.
You might miss out because you think you know that you think you don't like it.
Because I know for a fact that
You would
store
never have bought this.
did not sell Balcones
'Cause he
in
doesn't
their
like
store
it.
because he didn't like it.
Yeah.
So
This is the only one he has, actually.
I saw the lineage. So I wonder if that's good.
Oh, that might be a next review.
I'd have to talk to them because I would still a little be hesitant. Just because you got 2 bottles, no.
So my nose is acclimating to that very bitter espresso coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I can get this lighter black tea on the finish, right at the end of the nose, right behind all that punch you in the face bitterness. I get black tea. I don't get tea very often on the nose.
No. I'm still stuck on the coffee. Maybe because I want a cup of coffee.
Oh, we need coffee.
I know.
Should we make the iced coffee with?
Put this in it.
That sounds genius.
You can be caffeinated and like drunk at the same time.
So we have a question for you. How many whiskeys have you gotten espresso or espresso chocolate bean off of? Just give us a comment below. Are there any other products from Balcones you feel are worth us trying?
I'll try them.
We'll try them. While you're down there, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you can join us in our next video.
Come on down. Price is right. I don't know why I said that.
I don't know about you, but
That was so weird.
I fancy this whiskey.
I'm going to say I fancy this Balcones whiskey.
Wow. Cheers.